Good afternoon, Mr. Tan. Thank you for joining us on this lovely afternoon. Could you give us a brief introduction about yourself, your diagnosis, and why do you choose to join the Walnut Warriors?
Okay. Well, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2009. That was 11 years ago. And well, when I was first told that I got prostate cancer by the doctor, two things happened. First, I was totally shocked that I have cancer. Number two, I don't even know where my prostate is.
Yes.
So that was the beginning of my journey with prostate cancer.
Then, could you tell us more about the prostate cancer itself for people who don't know it like you when you first heard about it?
But prostate cancer in general do not have any symptoms for most people. However, there are some symptoms which people must be aware of if you have these signs. If you tend to have wake up quite often in the night to pass urine, that's one. And if you happen to have blood in your urine, that's two. Or you have problem with your erectile functions. So these are some of the symptoms that you have to be aware of.
Thank you. So, you mentioned before that at first you were shocked to learn. So, once you learned more about this and learned more about the cancer itself, what was your emotional journey like throughout this?
Well, the first thing I did was to find out what is prostate cancer. So I started to learn more about it on the computer, on books, and talking to people.
Okay.
The next thing is there are many ways of treating cancer, and each patient has to find a way that suits himself. This has to be done with the doctor. The doctor will help you in selecting the appropriate treatment.
So, when you learned that you have cancer, so what are some fears that you had and some challenges you had during your treatment?
Okay, the first thing that comes to mind, as everyone will do, when you are told by the doctor that you are having cancer, your first thing that comes to mind will be, when am I going to die? Why me? All these questions will arise. But if you start to accept things that, well, this is going to be, this will happen to you, it has happened to you, you have to take, or for one better word, a goose by the horn and do something about it. So be positive, do something about the illness, and move on with life.
I see. That's really good, right? So, so you said you diagnosed in 2009, right? So,
Yes.
Um, so I wanted to ask, how long did it take to accept to come to this stage of mind? Because I feel like most of us at first would be more of like a refusal, denial, and shock and sadness. So like, what was some support and some things that you did to help yourself to like come to this stage?
Well, I am in general a positive person,
I see.
so I just take it as another challenge in my life. Right? So I have to overcome this challenge. That is how I set off to do the thing that I should do to overcome this particular setback, so to speak.
Oh, I see. So how long were you treated for cancer? And what was like the most difficult part during this treatment?
Well, they are the usual treatment is protectostomy, that is surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose another path. I went to radiotherapy.
Radio, okay.
Right? So that the journey wasn't difficult, but it was rather long. The treatment took about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yes. Okay. I took treatment where it's a combination treatment, where I have external beam radiotherapy, low dose. I have hormone therapy, and also have a high dose therapy as well. So I have a combination.
Oh, I see. So why do you not choose surgery?
Well, when I contracted prostate cancer, that time I was 68 years old already. So for me, surgery is a rather high risk treatment, and the radiotherapy, I look at it may be long, but it is less invasive.
Less invasive. So what was like the thing that you're most grateful for during this entire journey?
Well, well, I'm grateful to the doctors who really put me in on this path of recovery, and I make a lot of friends by joining the Walnut Warriors.
Oh, I see.
Actually, Walnut Warriors was started in 1970. Sorry, 2013.
Okay.
Okay, and I was one of the 14 members.
Wow, that's cool.
Right? So the Walnut Warriors will be a very good place where to seek help, not medical help, but social, psycho help
I see.
for patients.
So could you tell me more like what do you do as a member of the Walnut Warrior?
Okay, in the at meetings we have monthly meetings
Mm-hmm.
at the Walnut Warriors, and we normally organize talks given by doctors, and we also share among ourselves our experiences. Those who have gone through the journey, we share with those who are either preparing or intend to do certain kind of treatment. So we share both the journey of the treatment and the side effects and the food that we take and how we are facing this particular journey.
So what's the biggest change you say that's in your life after you know your diagnosis?
But the biggest change I must say is life is important. We must try and live a fulfilling life, and there will be setbacks. Just handle the setbacks and continue to live life as it should be lived. A happy life.
So, are there like any physical changes? Like, do you change your diet or like exercise more often, or ever since you have
Yes, I have all along been quite an
an active?
active person, and I continue with my exercise, and I now practice Tai Chi,
Oh, that is kind of cool.
and also just be a bit more careful with your diet. Eat everything moderately. Don't be a glutton. That's how I live my life.
That's really helpful. So, what would be the most important thing that you want to tell our viewers who are either facing cancer, just got diagnosed, or who are going to take cancer screenings, or who are just interested?
Okay, if you are around 45 and above, please go for cancer screening, because the earlier cancer is detected, the, the easier for you is for the doctor to treat you. The more variety of treatments,
Yes.
and also it's going to be cheaper, and also the chances will be of a cure will be very very good.
Okay.
And the next thing is have a positive mindset. It's not the end of the world. And well, the other thing is there are many people who are prepared to help you along your journey with prostate cancer. The people who are around you, the community, the hospital, the support groups are all behind you to help you along your journey.
I see. Okay, so that will be all. So thank you for really joining us today and providing your valuable insights into cancer for
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.